So my first and number one distraction this week is definitely been my family, and it's probably most weeks my family as well. Just dealing with just different stressors that come up when like you guys are either bickering or when they need something from you, or just when stuff happens, people are sick, or just whatever goes on in the family. It affects everybody. And I'm such a sensitive person that there's probably not anything that comes up in my family that I'm not like thinking about the whole rest of the day or week or month or however long until it's resolved, because I really do care about my family, and I definitely do try to be there for them, all of them, whenever I can. And so my family will get me off track. I will probably at some point, but it won't be today because I can already feel myself tearing up. But I will probably share with you guys at some point just the things going on with my dad. Again, won't be today. But so those are definitely some frustrations, the things that just come up and derail me, having help with my mom and stuff like that. So definitely my number one distraction is going to be my family, from me dieting and working out and all those kinds of things. I've had to leave the gym before. I've had to, just go and pack up and leave short notice to just do different things, and, different things that are going on with my family that I'm not even directly involved in. It just hurts my heart. I'm sure like most of you guys, when things come up with your kids or with your parents or sisters, brothers, husbands, wives, all those things, like they touch you. And so it's like everything else stops and goes out the window. So, when things are going on in the family, definitely stressing me out and making me want to eat cake or something to make me feel better. So I don't know about you guys, but definitely when I'm stressed out, or frustrated about something going on in my life, and it doesn't even have to be my problem, but just something that stressed me out, particularly within my family, is probably making me, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so cake. So number two, the second thing that gets me off track the most is work functions. Doesn't it seem like there's always a birthday at work? I don't know about you guys, but I work in an office with a whole bunch of women, and so, women are really nurturing, and so they want to celebrate, and, they want to always be involved in get-togethers and all those kinds of things. I think if I worked with a bunch of dudes, it'd probably be like, hey, you guys gonna go to happy hour or something? Like, we might get something like that. But no, since I'm in social services, I work with a bunch of women, love them to death, but they love to party. And so what are you gonna do? Call in sick that day? What are you gonna say? Oh, well, are you sick? No. Is your children sick? Well, not exactly. Okay, then why aren't you coming to work today? Because I don't want to be tempted. That's why I'm not coming to work today. But do I want to tell you that? No. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go, and, as soon as you tell somebody you're on a diet at work, it's like you just don't do that, because every time you tell somebody you're on a diet, they go to watching everything that you put in your mouth. So I would never tell anybody that I'm on a diet. I would never tell anybody I'm watching what I eat, because then they're going to hold me to it forever and ever. Amen. So you can't even tell them about it. So what do? You just go and you party. All right, so the third thing that gets me off track with my dieting and exercise routine is how much money it costs to maintain it. Like, I am one person, and I feel like I spend a lot of money on food because of the fact that all the healthy food is so much more expensive. Like, yeah, fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, depending on how you get it, it's not expensive, but I can be kind of lazy, so my meal prep is not gonna be like making fresh vegetables. So I'm gonna go for the frozen vegetables. So, you know, yeah, there's a couple that are for like $1 and stuff like that, but the really, really good ones cost at least $2 or $3. But not just that, but protein shakes. I got to have all my milk. I have to have the protein, you know, the whey or the soy, whatever it is that you do. I've tried them all. Right now I'm sticking with whey, but just the cost of everything is outrageous. I mean, it's just hard. I mean, even like the good chicken, because I don't know, like, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that Walmart chicken that's like really big, like, it just freaks me out, and all the talk about hormones and all that. So I just stay away from those kinds of things. So I try to get the organic or the farm fresh meat out, like, you know, all the expensive crap. So I am learning to do this a little bit cheaper, but it's definitely been a process, and I feel like I spend so much money. And then what about like the food when you want to go to a restaurant and eat something healthy? Chick-fil-A. Why are those grilled nuggets $6 for what, 8? So, I mean, and they're so good, but that's not the point, you know, is that all the good food, 9 times out of 10, is gonna be the more expensive things on the menu. Go freaking figure. So the fourth thing that gets me off track is going to be just getting bored. You know, like, I feel like when you're dieting and exercising, you kind of get on a routine and you don't want to break away from the routine, because a lot of the time the routine is working and you're getting results from the routine. The only time you change the routine is when it's not working, right? So just getting bored and then be like, well, maybe I'll just add this, or maybe I'll just do this tonight, or maybe I'll do this at lunch. And you know, you feel like you can cheat, you feel like you can get away, you feel like, you know, I need a cheat day, I deserve a cheat day, I did good all freaking week. And so that's just the crazy mentality that tells us, because then when you have that cheat day on Saturday or Friday or whatever, then you're up 2 or 3 pounds, and you just lost 2 or 3 pounds the freaking, you know, day before. Like, you weighed in and you're like, oh, I lost 2 or 3 pounds. Then you get it all in one day. Yeah, it might be water, but still, it's just self-sabotage. Totally guilty of it. No, I'm preaching to the choir, but that's definitely frustrating. It's just getting bored and feeling like you need to mix it up, and you mix it up with the wrong thing. So I'm definitely trying to learn how to mix things up, but do it in proportion, and do it, you know, when I try to like have a cheat meal or cheat whatever on days that I go to the gym, because you're supposed to consume more calories on those days anyway. So I don't know. Definitely it's good to have variety. Definitely, yeah, it's good to live life, but you know, it's at the expense of you not meeting your goal as fast as you want to. So if you guys are getting bored with your routine and, you know, it's starting to feel like, you know, every day, I totally understand. I get it. And we just got to keep pushing through. So if you want any tips on how I'm trying to push through and how I'm trying to manage, how I'm trying to, you know, make sure that I stay on track, definitely let me know. All right, so I'm going to say my 5th reason for getting distracted off of my routine is going to be just having a lack of balance in my life sometimes. And I know that everybody can relate to this one in particular, is that having that balance between work, home, you know, gym, you know, eating, meal prepping. It's like, definitely, I've said this in my last videos, is that dieting and exercising, meal prepping, all these things are a part-time freaking job. And it's like, if you or me, I don't have time for a part-time job between my family and the job that I already have. I don't know about you guys. I'm pretty sure some of you guys with kids definitely can't afford a part-time job. So I know that it's just so difficult for all of us to get a balance sometimes. And I think, I mean, not being a mom, but I can infer, you know, that people that are parents, you know, gosh, like, I don't know, I feel lazy sometimes, like looking at my sisters that, you know, still make time to meal prep and work out and stuff like that, or my nieces. You know, when I'm looking at other people, I'm like, they have kids and they're doing this. So it really kind of smacks me in the butt and makes me feel like I need to get up and I need to do more. Definitely, because when I see people with children that are doing all these things, like, I feel like I'm lazy, and if I don't get up and do them too, then you know, I might as well sit down and not do anything at all. So definitely just trying to find that balance between working out, you know, your family, home life, all those things are just so freaking hard, especially when you add just stressful things with all those other things, is that, you know, sometimes you're too tired, too stressed out, got too much on your brain. You know, what about like, oh God, I did not go to the gym on Friday and I felt horrible for it, but I didn't go because I slept horribly the night before. So I'm like, how am I going to get up and go to the gym and then do work? What's more important? I gotta pay my bills. So, you know, gym pretty much suffered that day. If you know me or if you watch any of my other videos, I've talked about I don't gym in the evening. Me and Jim just don't get along after 5 o'clock. I feel like if I haven't gone about 2, 3 o'clock, I'm just not going, just because I'm just not motivated at those times. And I know me, and so I have to hit the ground running in the morning and get everything that's important for me mentally and physically out of the way. So I don't gym in the evening. So I felt horrible not going on Friday. But it is what it is. Things happen. I didn't sleep like hardly a wink. I felt like it was one of those like dreams where, you know, like you're half awake, half asleep, like all night type thing. So I didn't go. But what do? You know, like you have to find balance. And so I have to go to work. Gym suffered, but what do? You know, some days I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna start work for, you know, till 8:30 instead of 8 o'clock, or 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, so that I can go to the gym, because, you know, I did wake up later or something like that, and I did sleep in, and I'm like talking to myself about like, you're being stupid, you need to go to the gym. I don't know if you guys are having those arguments within yourselves on days that you don't go to the gym, but I definitely have them. And so while I'm having these arguments with myself, I have chosen to go ahead and start work a little bit later. I work from home 9 times out of 10. By the way. So I can flex my schedule a little bit, but, you know, I do have to go in the office sometimes, and then I do have to meet with clients as well. So definitely my schedule's all over the place. And so that's another thing. Like I said, finding a balance, because how can you eat lunch on time, or, you know, do your snacks on time, or, you know, like, now it is almost 7 o'clock, so I really need to eat before 7 o'clock. So I'm really trying to do that whole 7 to 7 thing, and I really think it does help with your digestion. So just things like that, just trying to balance, it's just so difficult. So just finding that groove and that balance, but then it's like every time you find that groove and that balance, something comes in, like your family and all the other things that my 1 through 4 all those things come in, rock your world and get you off of your balance. But, you know, it's not a race. It's a journey, and it's your own personal one. So I definitely feel like I'm, you know, going at my own pace, so it's not exactly like somebody is like, you know, like behind me, you know, blowing a whistle or anything. But I do have goals, and I feel like my future Reese will thank me for doing the things that I need to do now in order to be healthier, to be more fit, to feel more comfortable in my own skin. So for whatever your reason is for the journey, I really hope and pray that you guys can stay on track as well. I know that it is really, really difficult, and that's why Britt and I wanted to start this channel, to be supportive to other people and also have you guys be supportive to us. And that might even be, you know, more on the selfish end of why we started the channel, so that we could have people that were motivating to us as well. And definitely on Instagram, seeing everybody doing what they're doing, getting tips from everybody, and seeing everybody going and posting their, you know, workouts and that they went to the gym that day. So that's really been a blessing to me. I don't know about other people. If that's been helpful for you guys, I would definitely tell you to subscribe to our Instagram channel or Instagram page. I'm tripping. Definitely subscribe to our Instagram page so that you can have like daily motivating things that Britt and I are posting or that Britt and I are doing. Also, I would add some other people that are following us, because we have a lot of people that are on their own journey. And so just reach out and be supportive, because when you see your peers moving and doing stuff, it does make you feel like, I need to get my butt up. And so I hope that this channel and our Instagram page have been inspiring to you guys. Definitely leave comments below if it has been. Definitely email us and let us know what your journey, your struggles are, your before and after pictures, so that we can start featuring those as well in our future videos. But until next time, keep pushing. Keep going. I have another one that says #don't quit. So definitely remember all those things and have a good week.